Let's enter in the space of silent being. And as much as you can, center in that space where you can observe everything that is happening in your consciousness. Your body is an event in your consciousness. Observe it. It's an experience throughout a lifetime, a human lifetime. Just observe the human experience. You are centered as an energy being, a consciousness being, in the body of a human creature created by nature. Observe the experience. It's not you. It will never be you. It has been fashioned by nature for you, for your play, your karmic play. Just observe the body and do so lovingly, appreciatively. It's composed of trillions of cells, a bone structure, a flesh structure, organs, circulatory systems. Just observe. Nervous system, brain. Observe the human experience as though you're observing for the first time. Don't take it for granted. The body is an experience in your beingness. Observe the warmth. Observe the weight, the heaviness, the density. It's a breathing creature. It needs the air to survive. It needs water. It needs food. It needs the sun. Just observe the body. And observe your ability to create thoughts in this body. It is because of the brain. The brain allows you that function in the body. But the source of thinking is not the brain. So observe thoughts. Thoughts emerge in a quantum space, a subtle energy space. They create waves of energy. So does emotion, intention. Just observe these from a space of silent observing. And give attention to the peacefulness that is there in the consciousness when you detach from the thoughts, detach from being caught in the body. Just observe the space that is there. When there is no judgment, when you're open to be loving, love is another quantum experience, subtle energy experience. There is so much to explore in the inner space, and so much to learn, and so much to play with, experiment with. You can do that with the breath and its rhythm. Observing how prana enters your body through either Pingala nadis, left and right nostrils, how the medulla plays a part in the breathing and bringing prana into the body, how the third eye, the manas chakra, works with the body. And you can observe the breath. You bring air into the body, you empty the lungs, but there are energy currents that manage that. Prana, apana. Just observe. Bring prana, apana energies into rhythm. And prana draws the breath. Even after the breath stops, the prana continues to move. Apana pushes out the breath, and even after the breath is pushed out, the prana continues again. Follow the energy cycle of prana, apana. It's not magic. It's just a matter of observing. And opening up yourself to new possibilities of experience. You need to be open. You need to want to know more. And don't be impatient. What you don't need to access would not be available to you. Accept whatever is accessible to you. That's as much as you need in the moment. Just be content with whatever you receive from your efforts. And create no fantasies. Just explore. As a reminder, before we go into this full silence, open yourself to be loving. I'll have a loving heart. And give your hands the liberty to move as you open your heart. And also, observe what happens when you breathe with the belly, activating the navel energy center. Again, be patient. Just go with how much you are able to access. More will be given. More access will be given as you sincerely forge ahead. Now I join you in the silence. I'm not away from you. I'm in your field and you're in mine. We are more connected to each other in the silence. Slowly bring your awareness to the space around you. That you may give attention to the earth beneath you, air around you, light, presence of water in the body and in the atmosphere. And space. Learn to appreciate the elements of nature and their presence in the body and in the space around you. Then gradually introduce more oxygen into the lungs by breathing out and breathing in. A little deeply, gradually, until you can feel that the brain is clearer. And your nervous system becomes a little more recharged. Just follow the natural instinct of the body to breathe. And the energy principle inside, Kundalini, that guides. And you will have the best experience of the breath. And that's how I can heighten prana at every chakra. From root to brow. These exercises will naturally come to you as you grow in consciousness. And now let's do the Om sound, breathing out through the mouth and in through the nose, and let the Om resonate through the entire body. It's sound healing. Shh. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you, everyone. Meditation is an exciting practice. And I am hoping that I can inspire you more through these 40 days to really develop an effective practice. It's simply amazing. In the 40 days of 1978, that was the core practice. I had the minimum of books with me. Servant Power, Devatma Shakti, a book on Soham, and Baba Muktananda's book, Play of Consciousness. I didn't need anything else. But it was not the books. It was the guidance from the books that resonated with me. I was able to go in there and find exactly what I needed. There's so much in the meditation. Of course, I can only speak to you, guide you, inspire you. The rest you will have to do. You will need to be the explorer. You have a spinal column that's an energy channel. You have a body with 72,000 nadis or nerve channels, subtle nerve channels. And you have 6 chakras with a source. With a source of power and consciousness. That is what makes meditation tremendously exciting for me. And as you begin to experience what I'm saying, begin to uncover those deeper layers of consciousness and energy. How you view the world is different. And how you experience yourself is different. Identities change. And view of the world correspondingly changes. So whilst I sit in meditation, there's a lot I do along the spinal column. Because I use the meditation to also mind my body, energize it. And I don't need to disappear. I'm actively aware of my body as I meditate. And I play with the energy field for best effect. And of course, I gather you in my non-local space. I keep my mind in the space, my attention in the space, and I can feel the presence of everyone who's in the space. And that's my way of really reaching them. And I can feel when the silence deepens, when the love extends, when the consciousness heightens. It's all reflected in me. There are so much possibilities in the meditative exploration and experience, so many. I hope I can inspire you in the 40 days, because I'm going to sit with you for 40 days in a row. And I want to be able to read your experiences online. So that will guide my little inspirational words to you, as well as my guiding of the experience. It's going to be important what you journal. That's the only way I will know. And we'll create a space online so that you can come and put your entries online. So continue the practice of meditation. It's important. It's vital. And it's the best way of transforming the consciousness.